This is one of my favorite topics to talk about, and I think it's because for many financial advisors, this is the reason they got in the business. It's the reason they've stayed in the business, because they really like people, engaging with people, building rapport and relationships, guiding people through life's ups and downs. And so whenever I'm talking about anything that's client engagement oriented, I always keep two things in mind. First, that advisors get really excited about these ideas. They're pseudo marketing ideas. And so advisors get really excited. They go back to their office, introduce the idea to their team. They implement it once or twice. It works really great. And then they never do it again. And so I want to be cognizant of the fact that the system needs to be really, really clear. The way to systematize and institutionalize needs to be clear. So I'm going to talk about that. The other thing I want to say is I want you to keep in mind whenever you're hearing or reading or learning about client engagement or processes for servicing clients, you got to keep the terms scale and customization in your mind. Meaning, if a practice is going to grow and thrive and scale, you have to be able to deliver something of value to lots of people, but you have to do it in a way that makes each individual person feel like the experience has been curated just for them. And you don't need fancy systems and tech platforms to be able to scale and customize within an individual advisory practice. And I'll talk about that. The other thing I want to say is all advisors, when you're thinking like a business owner or a chief marketing officer, you should think about client engagement as a spectrum that begins really with lead generation, moves to lead nurturing, to prospect conversion, to client onboarding, to reviews, to ongoing service and support, all the way down through to wealth transfer. The best firms and practices in the business have systems and processes to scale and customize within each of those buckets. For today, we're going to be talking about imagining the spectrum right here in front of me, ongoing service and support. And so we can label that surprising and delighting clients, engaging them on an ongoing basis, keeping them top of mind, whatever we want to call it. Here's a really simple way to ensure that you are keeping in touch with clients in a meaningful way that goes above and beyond just sending them an email. So first of all, if you do one thing after this video, I want you to schedule a monthly marketing / business development meeting with you, any other rainmakers on the team, and a key person on your team who will serve as the implementer. If you have a small team, you may want to run this meeting with everybody involved. It's a really helpful exercise. But otherwise, rainmaker, advisor, and the implementer, that is the person who's going to take everything you talk about, put it into the CRM, assign tasks, make sure that the work actually gets done and completed. I often talk about how the monthly marketing meeting within an advisory firm needs to be really simple in order for it to be easily implemented and consistently implemented. And so this meeting has a very simple agenda. The agenda is, number one, to go over the numbers and success metrics from the prior month. That gives you your baseline of what have we done? What do we need to continue to do? So you're looking at new clients or households that have come in, assets, revenue, and leads. Really, really important, especially if you're not using a platform like LeadPilot, SnappyKraken, AdvisorStream, or Hearsay Social to some extent that tracks leads for you. Really critically important that you have a running list every single month of new names that you get if you're going to conferences or functions, people who reach out and maybe connect with you on social media, et cetera, et cetera. That list of new people needs to be kept somewhere. What to do with that, we'll save for another video. So that's how you start. The second agenda item is a reminder of your marketing objectives. People get really crazy about marketing plan templates and how to craft the marketing goals. My message to advisors always is keep it simple. Your objectives around marketing and client acquisition stay the same from an organic standpoint month after month. Your objectives are to drive brand awareness, to drive introductions and referrals from current clients because they're getting a great experience, to create a referable experience for clients, to generate deeper rapport and relationships with centers of influence, and to position yourself as a thought leader. Those are really the only ways, folks, that you can organically generate new business as a advisor, who's looking to organically grow the business. And so those are your marketing objectives. Now, how are we going to achieve those objectives? So specifically as it relates to the two most important pieces, creating a referable experience and generating referrals and introductions from clients. Here's what you're doing every month. You're asking somebody on your team to generate a list of birthdays, special events, special occasions for any clients within your book of business, right? So we have, maybe even somebody's retiring, they've gotten a new job, they just closed on a house. So they're coming up with a list of special events, bringing that list to the meeting, and you are strategizing for a quick 5 to 10 minutes about what we're sending out for the special occasions and who we're sending birthday gifts to. My recommendation is to work with a outsourced sort of concierge marketing team. There are plenty that exist in our business and beyond who can be responsible for actually sending a curated gift out to clients. So remember, we talked about scale and customization. So every time somebody has a birthday, perhaps you send them a birthday cake that has their name on it that you order through the same company each and every time that gets sent to their house. Perhaps you have a curated little gift. At our firm, we send out little planters. They're plants that have our logo on them. We send that to every single new client that comes on board. So in that meeting, by the way, it's which new clients have been onboarding. All those clients are getting their nice customized little planter with our logo on it. Who has a birthday? All those people are getting the birthday cakes. Who has a special event? Those people are getting a specially curated gift. And then you have your 5 choices for what we call surprise and delight. You pick 5 people at random who don't have a special event that month. Perhaps it's somebody who has been frustrated with, an NIGO, or somebody who has had a really tough month, or you saw on social media, they were talking about, the fact that they're super stressed and their kids are going back to school, whatever it is. 5 people who you're surprising and delighting. And you're spending the next 5 to 10 minutes in the meeting deciding collectively with the team, what can we do special for those clients? I recommend that advisors use the same websites, the same companies to send out gifts. So Goldbelly is a great website that enables you to send curated food items. You can order pizza from Brooklyn. You can order special cakes from Atlanta. I'm thinking about sweets, obviously, a lot today. That's our go-to. We also use Etsy a lot. We identify something psychographically about the client. So maybe it's a stressed working mom who's, our client who we're going to surprise and delight. We type that into Etsy and get a really cool homemade sort of gift for them. So once you're done with birthdays, special events, your surprise and delights, and your new client onboarding, welcome gifts, you have your list of people that you are doing something special for. That list, that game plan is then given to your implementer. Implementer puts it into your CRM, and the work gets done, either because they are actually doing the curating and the sending out, or you're working with an outsourced marketing company who, of course, is compliant and knows all the rules around pricing and stuff like that, who is actually doing that on behalf of your team. This seems like a really simple concept. The challenge is that advisors get so overwhelmed with how to do this on an ongoing basis, and get really frustrated when they don't instantly see a referral from somebody, the next month, that they stop doing it. Imagine doing something like this, i.e., holding this meeting with your team, brainstorming for 10 minutes about your clients, sending out all these cool curated gifts and experiences, and doing that every single month forever. Suddenly, this idea of delighting and surprising people and really being in tune with what's going on in their life becomes a part of your brand and your business. And so it all starts with that monthly meeting with the same agenda and the same vendors that you use over and over.